let's take a look at reflexive verbs. And there are two important things we need to know about reflexive verbs. The first is they end in se, okay, se. And the second thing is the action is always going to come back to the person. Okay, so the person's going to receive the action. Let's give an example. Ducharse, okay, ends in se. And the verb ducharse means to take a shower. So when we conjugate ducharse or reflexive verbs in the present tense or any tense, we have to do one thing. First, we're going to circle the se, and we're going to change it to me, te, se, nos, or se. And me, te, se, nos, and se are the reflexive pronouns. The second thing we're going to do is circle the AR. It could be ER or IR depending on the reflexive verb. And in this case, we're going to change it to O, as, a, amos, and an. Okay, and now we're going to write the stem of the verb. So we have ducho, duchas, ducha, duchamos, and duchan. Okay, now let's just give a little drawing so you can see what this really means. Okay, so we have a person over here. This is Roberto again, and we write se ducha. What does that mean? Well, here's the shower, and because it's a reflexive verb, he, Roberto, is showering himself. Okay, so he receives the action of the verb. Now let's draw another situation, and here is Roberto again. And this time we're not going to include the se, which means that it is no longer a reflexive verb. So we're just going to write ducha. And if we just write ducha, that implies that Roberto is going to shower something else. So let's just draw our shower again. And how about we draw our dog Fanta again. Okay, so now Fanta is going to receive the shower. Okay, and we have to put our personal a. So Roberto ducha a Fanta. So what's the difference between a reflexive verb and a regular verb? Well, a reflexive verb, the person receives the action, and if it's just ducha, for example, something or someone else is going to receive the action of that verb. Okay? Take a look at the reflexive verbs. Remember, they end in se, and the action always goes back to the person. If you have any questions, let me know. Hasta luego.